everyone, Pat from Seattle Coffee Gear here. I'm here with Madison and Ariel, and we are going to be tasting our newest roaster that we brought on upper left from Portland.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to get to brewing up their breakfast blend. Then we're also going to try the abyssinian. We're just going to do a V60 of each of these, but these are both good in a bunch of different brew methods as well. This is just what I have set up here, so I'm going to get started.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
I like this grinder too.
Yeah, it's really nice. Good for these purposes because it's easy to single dose in it, so I can make a couple pour overs quickly with it.
And it's also super quiet, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so I'm gonna do 30 grams in.
What brew ratio are we using?
I'm going to go ahead and do 1 to 16, but I need to do the math because I didn't do the math ahead of time. So if somebody else wants to do the math for me,
Get my calculator out.
so I can always so I can get it right.
Let's see here.
You would think that I would just have a better fix on what that would be off the top of my head.
So we're 480 grams of water.
Okay, cool. All right, so that is the plan. And nobody gets to see my super secret recipe, which is just to kind of wing how much I pour what. Just gonna do enough to get the bed nice and wet, and then we'll let it bloom for a little bit. So this roaster is based in the Lads Edition neighborhood of Portland, which I don't know enough about Portland to have been there or know what it's like, but I know there's farmers markets there, and that's kind of where they got their start, was to bring coffee to like the community around the farmers market and to kind of encourage further exchange of like coffee ideas and communication. And I think that they are pretty tasty, and we're excited that they're kind of expanding out a little bit from just that area.
Nice. Smells good already.
Yeah, so this is the breakfast blend, like I was saying. I'll give it just a little bit longer of a bloom time. And it is, let me see, what do we have for notes? We've got sweet and smooth with lingering aroma. It's kind of designed to be a good one to have in the morning with your breakfast, obviously.
I'm excited about it. It looks like a blend from Latin America and, was it Asia on there too?
I think so, yes.
Yes, Brazil and Southeast Asia.
Mm-hmm.
I am so excited.
What did you say the number was? It was 480. Cool, that's what I thought.
Now I want pancakes.
Yeah, exactly. I know, right? We'll also try their abyssinian, which is one of the things they do that I think is pretty cool is that they do a sort of single origin blend. This is still a single origin because it's all coming from the same region within Ethiopia, but they're from a few different producers, coffees from a few different producers. So it's kind of a nice, because it's a blend, it's a little bit easier to work with from a flavor profile perspective than some single origins can be in a wider range of brew methods, which is cool.
Yeah, it'd definitely be easier to dial in as espresso.
Exactly, yeah. Right, almost there.
Slurry looks good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited.
Close enough.
I think within a gram or two is
Fine.
good.
I'm actually going to while this finishes draining, I'm going to get the next one going here. Okay, so I'm going to weigh out my next.
That is a nice grounds bed that you got there.
Yeah.
You could take a nap
Ouch.
in it.
Don't touch the hot part. But yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Life goes on. That's fine. It's not gonna. I'm not gonna worry about it. All right. So let me serve these.
First coffee of the day for me.
Oh no!
I don't
It is
actually
not
know
the morning
how I'm
right now.
conscious.
Yeah, I don't know. I am shocked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I actually I rolled out of bed this morning and I went for tea for some reason.
Just feeling tea.
Yeah,
Just, you know,
just
can't
something
do it.
about
Yeah, I'll
like an
switch it up
Irish
sometimes.
breakfast tea.
Tea is what I drink at night when I want a cold or a hot drink, and I can't handle the caffeine to keep me up all night. I'll drink tea.
No, I got
Still caffeinated tea.
I got a package of jammy Dodgers, and you have to drink those with
Fair.
milky black tea.
All right, so smells pretty good.
Looks really good.
Yeah. That is smooth.
Yep. So very smooth. Kind of a nuttiness to it, I think I'm getting. And the sweet and smooth part is definitely there. There's a little bit of sweetness kind of around the edges for me. And then, yeah, that nutty kind of, not peanutty.
It's almost like toffee.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's a
there's
good describer.
a caramelly nutty note.
Yeah, it's not nutty in the, like, defect or bad way at all. It's definitely more of a, like, kind of creamy or, like, toffee kind of thing, yeah.
Definitely well brewed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I feel like that deserves a
Surprise.
crisp pie.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I feel like I'm being patronized a little bit here.
No, that's really good.
This is good.
That's
Good, I'm glad. I think this is the first pour over I've made in like a week and a half. So
That's really good. And I'm definitely getting some fruit too. I'm not sure,
Yeah.
maybe a pear.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
kind of almost like a perfumy fruit note,
yeah, it is a good one.
Yeah. I'd happily brew this for any morning or
Yes.
Yeah.
any of my guests.
Yeah, I bet this would be good as drip too.
Yes. So I think that if I were to make this normally, I would probably have it as a drip brew, like an auto drip brew, to go along with, hopefully pancakes on a good morning or toast on one that's a little less indulgent. Okay, so I'm going to stash this and continue to sip this while this brews and get our grind going for the next one.
What do we do for water?
Maybe we might need a little bit more.
Top it off here?
Yeah, sure.
Should be able to cut from it.
Oh, that thing
How's the temp on it?
looks right.
Yep. Looks good to me.
Okay, get my grounds poured in.
I've definitely been brewing before, and I just run out of water in my kettle. I'm like, crap. It's the worst. Worst feeling.
My kettle has been commandeered, so I don't actually have one at home right now.
Uh-oh.
My kettle and my Chemex.
That's brutal.
Yeah, but I do have like 3 other brew methods.
I was going to say, I'm sure that you're pretty... You are...
Still
are-
brewing coffee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, you're definitely going to be properly caffeinated after this.
Yes.
Yeah, it's shocking the amount of general coffee brewing junk that I find. Not to say that I'm bringing bad stuff home or whatever, but just like weird stuff that
Yeah.
has been handed to me by people. I don't know what this is. I thought you might like it, or found at a flea market or something. There's a lot of that stuff kicking around in my
It's
kitchen.
just stuff that I've kind of bought over the years,
Yeah.
so it's definitely one of those things. If I bring home any more brewing equipment or any more houseplants, I'm pretty sure my family would like sit me down for an intervention.
I mean, I use most of it at some point or another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either for fun or for research or
Yep.
both.
You guys just kind of like chugged that. I'm still.
Yeah. It's my afternoon pick-me-up.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's only my third caffeinated beverage of the day.
Well,
So this one is going to be, pretty, as you might expect. It's an Ethiopian blend. Berry, cherry, and a perfect level of acidity is what they say. And I have had this one as a pour over before, and I think it's pretty good. So,
Right on. I'm excited to have it.
me too. I love a fruity coffee.
Me
Yeah.
too. Especially as a pour over, it's
Yes.
kind of what I'm looking out for.
these are blooming very nicely.
Mm-hmm.
I just opened the bags before we started filming, so
Yeah.
they're pretty fresh.
Good lively bloom is always fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I think these are probably, let me see. Do you have a roast date on these? These might not have roast dates because they're
Oh,
special sent to us.
January.
Yeah, they're a few weeks old.
19th.
That's what I was gonna say. Is that's what I was looking for. Is they're a few weeks old, which is like for a lot of these coffees, like kind of we're finding the prime time to open them.
Yeah.
That was kind of what I expected based on the way that the bloom is looking and the flavor we got out of the last one. So I guess I'll give some a little bit more,
It's interesting because, some coffees you might not necessarily get like a good crema out of them if you're brewing it as espresso if it's several weeks past the roast date, but you
Yeah.
actually do get better espresso even if you don't get that layer of crema.
Well, yeah, and it's kind of one of those misconceptions, I think, that like a good espresso shot has a full layer of crema when that's actually like the most bitter part of
Yeah.
the shot. It doesn't necessarily mean, it looks pretty, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a better shot
It's just gas.
for having the crema. Yep.
Yeah, she is bubbly. I'm actually like this. The breakfast blend was good, but I think I'm more excited to try this one.
Yeah, the breakfast blend I think it's cool that they do it. I pulled that one out. We have several different blends and a couple of these sort of single origin. We call them single origins because that is, to me, based on where they're sourced from, it makes sense. But, you could kind of go either way with it. They have Andino also, Peru. And then these, and then they have a drip blend and an espresso blend, and they're all really good. They're good in the brew methods they say right up top. So I think that it's pretty
Nice.
easy to kind of make your selection from the set of them. But their espresso blend is good as a drip or pour over, and the drip blend is good as a shot too. I've tried them all from a few different brew methods, and they're just generally good coffees.
Yeah, I love it when you can use one coffee across multiple brew methods.
Totally, yeah.
For sure.
Okay. That's all that.
Yeah, this one definitely looks more tea-like.
Yeah, it should be a little lighter, I think.
So,
They don't brew particularly dark with any of their coffees, but this one's definitely on the lightest side, I think.
yeah.
Don't want to overflow.
I kind of like light roast just personally because I think it's one of the better representations of the bean itself.
Yeah,
you're not
'cause
tasting. Yeah.
Yeah, when you get light roast, it tends to you tend to taste some of the more delicate notes that can be overpowered with darker roasts. So it's just nice, especially with Ethiopian coffees because a lot of them will have a floral note that might otherwise get missed.
Yeah.
You might be tasting the roast itself as
Exactly.
opposed to the
Right.
coffee.
Yeah. I'm definitely most into floral, citrus, and berry kind of notes on lighter coffees.
Same.
From Ethiopians, and I like Mexican coffee a lot too. That has sort of lighter citrus notes in it. The chocolate flavor is nice, but I would rather eat chocolate and with the coffee.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah. Like a chocolate muffin or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, or a donut
brownie.
or who knows. Yeah.
Yeah, that breakfast blend that would actually be really good with like red velvet pancakes.
Sure.
I know what I'm doing on my day off.
Good drawdown going on here.
I know. Look at you.
It's good. Another good grounds bed here. Looks good.
Jeez, Pat.
Well, thank you. It helps when you have coffee right in the right range and a decent grinder that you're working with.
True.
Yeah, the Ode is a very nice grinder.
We kind of, I missed my opportunity to mention it in the moment, but I actually do like that beep when it's done grinding.
Right.
It kind of like lets me know that it's done.
Exactly.
I do like that.
Gives you something to be excited for.
Exactly.
Like,
Thank you.
All right.
thank you.
Yep.
Ooh, very fruity.
Yep. Very fruity nose.
Oh,
Very delicate. Very fruity. Very tea-like, like you were saying.
that's quite sexy.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's good. You
It's
could,
It's lip smacking. For
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Definitely very.
yeah, I think you could fine up the grind a little bit if you wanted something a little more intense. And then certainly as an espresso, this is a really nice, like sweet, good, really good with milk.
Oh, that would be so good as a latte. Just like a little bit of vanilla syrup.
And it's not that hard to dial in either, which is really nice,
Wow.
even though it's on the lighter side. And typically these are the ones you would struggle a little bit more with getting the right setting for, but this one is a lot easier to work with, I think, than a lot of other single origins I've had, especially single origin Ethiopians. So, yeah. So,
I could see it being a really, really tasty oat milk latte.
Oh, that would be so good.
Yeah.
yep, or like a little bit of like elderflower syrup in there.
Yeah.
In a latte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blueberry.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely tasting blueberry.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really good.
It
Yeah.
would taste like a blueberry muffin in a latte, I think, if you did the oat milk.
I think you're right.
Yep. Yeah, so these are really good stuff. We're going to have more content on the way around upper left. If you are interested in some takes on some of their other coffees, you can hit up the blog. We've got posts there. And then we've got more stuff on the way, and we're excited to have them on board. So thank you so much for joining me, both of you.
Oh, thanks for having us, Pat.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
And thanks everybody for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. If you have any questions about these coffees or anything we're working with here, feel free to drop a comment and get subscribed for more coffee content. Thanks.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Yes.